Hello everybody and welcome back to City Skylines. We are right where we left off last episode, where we, as you can see, poisoned half our city. Yeah, I placed that water tower down and I poisoned over here in the pollution. And by doing that I poisoned like 90% of the population in the city. Our income massively dropped for a moment and yeah, our population is massively dropping as well. The funeral services are being quite busy as well, but let's look at the upside from this. We wanted to get the achievement, or not the achievement, we wanted to unlock the monument, which we had to fill up 5 cemeteries for. Well, I believe this will help us quite a lot in filling those cemeteries. Let's see, which one was it? Education, off zone, no, where is it? There was one thing we unlocked when we filled up a couple of cemeteries. It's this? No. It's all the city service buildings. Which one was it? Yeah, the theater. So yeah, this will help us quite a lot, I think, by filling it up. Let's see, where do we place that last cemetery? I think it's this one. No, that's the Gravenator. Let's just take a look at this menu. And let's see, there's a cemetery down here. How full is that? Yeah, there's already 700 people in there, and it's going to be quite a lot more, I think, right now, because the hearses are doing overtime right now. If you take a look at the highway, there was probably like a lot of hearses in traffic. Yeah, as you can see right here, there's 3 behind each other, and there's another one over here, and another one over here, and another one, and another one. There's a whole buttload of them. But in the end, yeah, this all should clear out, and it shouldn't matter. Wow, oh, we're dropping so much in population. Look at that. We've almost killed 10,000 people right now. Damn, the International Criminal Court in The Hague should sue me for crimes against humanity or something, because this really, wow. I really fucked up over here. Let's place some, well, there's still demand apparently. Well, half the city is dying, there's still demand for commercial and residential. So I'm placing some of that down, just to get rid of that demand. So some healthy people can move into the city. The amount of people dying is dropping. Yeah, let's just for fun look at our statistics. Yeah, look at this. Wow, death rate. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull that out. Well, I'm not sure if this counts toward it, but yeah, as you can see in our population, we were just over 80,000, and yeah, I think the graph over here is really keeping up. We're at 71,500 right now, so we're about here right now. That big of a drop. Wow, damn it. But in the end, the situation should solve itself out when the hearses have picked up all the dead, and then people should start moving in again. I don't think it will be too much of a problem. We have like a whole buttload of money in the bank, so that is not going to be a problem either. Can get away with some more commercial, I think. Yeah, and while we're waiting for all the debt to be picked up, we can start planning out some other areas. So what I want to do right now is fill up this down here with industrial. Hey, wait. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. The district isn't large enough, so normal industry spawned over here and polluted the ground. I don't want that to happen. Let's just... That's gonna be it. That's gonna be all of it. And wow, this intersection over here is getting quite busy. So I might think of upgrading this a little bit. Yeah, this is way too small of a road down here. So we'll be upgrading this to a 4-lane road at least for now. What is this one even? We have a turning lane? No. And yeah, what does this even do with the thing in the middle? Here's just like concrete with a median, and here over here it doesn't have a median. Well, I'm going to go for the one without the median then. And hopefully this will speed up traffic over here a little bit. Population is rising once again. Yeah, a whole buttload of houses are abandoned because of the dead people lying there for too long. I wouldn't want to live in a house where a dead person is lying for weeks as well. So I kind of understand that the people are moving out. Let's start planning out some of these dirt roads over here. So we can have one come along right next to the highway. And just have it, it's a bit of an awkward angle, I think. And we'll have it follow the highway for quite some time. And then it can join up somewhere over here. We'll have some intersections. Come off. And I think this will work. So in the end we can fill all of this up with industrial. Once we start getting some more demand for industrial, because as you can see there's like no demand for anything at all right now. Yeah, let's take a look at the graph. Does the graph kept up yet? No, it hasn't. So we're going to have another look at that later. And I'm not sure if placing down more trees actually helps the forestry area be more efficient or something, because you, of course, you can only build them in lands where there's like loads of trees. But if you remove the trees and place them down, I think it changes the availability of the resource. So if I just get a tree brush out, wait, what's this? Why is this like so? Can I get a bigger one? Well, let's just get a whole load. Those are pine trees. I kind of want some other trees as well. So something like this, and we can do the same over here as well. And in the end, we'll be filling it up. And if we take a look at our natural resources right now, does this count as green as well? Yes, this counts as as an area available for forestry as well. Cool. Cool to know. And yeah, while the city is starting to get back to grips with the whole situation, we can start planning this area out. So I think what we want to do is we want to continue this road down here. Wait, how is that a 90-degree angle? I'd like it to be a bit more like this. Yeah, there's gonna be, wow, game. This is like so fucking weird. Yeah, I'm gonna get the terraforming tool out. This one. I'm going to see if I can level this out a bit more. Okay. This is a bit interesting. I think it's the mod. Undo. Yes. No, undo. Oh, I think this thing kind of helps us. Whoa, that's way too big. Way too big. So yeah, if we get, no, but I just want to smoothen it out a little bit. Well, this already looks a bit smoother, so if we connect this up right now, slope too steep. What the hell? Come on, game. That's not too steep. That's definitely not too steep. I'm gonna delete a bit more then. Get the smoothing tool out once again. Yeah, and if the game doesn't want this either, yeah, that's not how this works. Let's undo that. Yeah, much smoother than this it's not gonna get. Come on, slope too steep. Oh, god damn it. And it can go over this way. Well, that's going to have to do then. I'm sorry. For those of you that like it to be perfect. We have this main road coming down here. And I think we're gonna have a road come off somewhere over here. And perhaps we can... Do we need another connection up down here somewhere? No. Maybe just where this tram line currently is, we can get like a normal road. Just so we can, some cars can come from over here. They can skip the intersection over there, because I think doing this, it's gonna kind of create a big burden on the roads over here. Or what we could do as well for now is have this curve a little bit. So it's about 10 cells, and if we make it 10 cells right here as well, we have a nice 90-degree angle. Snap to 80, please. 180, I mean. Yep, that's 180 degrees. I think we can make it up to here, about up to here. And somewhere down here we can have a road come off as well, like over here. Good, and now these two are going to have to connect up then. So we can have this one come up straight for a bit. Yeah, and I'm not sure how this is going to look in the end, but let's just try it out for now. With this one, follow the road. In a way like this. And then we'll try and connect this up in a pretty way. And we're gonna get our freeform tool out for that. Yeah, I think that's good enough. For me, it's good enough at least. And our population is getting back to where it was. We're already at 76,000 people. And as we take a bit of an overview, there's barely any people complaining about dead people anymore. There's a couple of sick people. And there's some buildings being abandoned because of the shortage of workers. Well, I can understand when half the city moved out. So I think we'll survive this. Good. Now, where was that graveyard? Over here. Let's see. Nah, it only added 200 people to this whole adventure. I think we could have done better in that sense. Yeah, this really sounds weird talking about dead people as if it is a good thing. What is this? Basic road with turning lane. A small 4-lane road. I like to see how one of them looks. So get a 90-degree angle on that. Yeah, they look well enough for me. Like they can handle some traffic at least. We'll have one come off in the middle as well. Space already occupied. Yep, I know what's causing that. This bastard over here probably. Sorry, kinda cut you all off power. Oh, I'm not even doing that. It still connects up. Great. So we can have this one come down to about here, I think. Then we can snap this over here. What is the 90-degree one? I think that's the best one. And this one can connect up here. No, I want a perfect 90 degrees. Yes, thank you. Not an 89.5. And then we can have some more roads come off here. And these areas you can fill up with like regular 2-lane roads. So something like this, and then have another one come up here. Join back up here. Whoops, no, that's horrible. That's horrible. And what we are going to build in this area, I have no clue. Literally no clue. And I kind of want to reserve this area down here because I think it's quite flat. Yeah, looking at it, it's quite flat. I think we can build our international airport somewhere over there. Because you really need flat space for that. We'll have some roads down here as well. And can we have this at a bit of an angle? Nope. We're just not gonna have a road in there. Just all about the middle. And we'll have this road. Join up with this one, if it's possible. Something like this. Yeah, just extend the road just a little bit more so I have a space to connect it to. Because if it's like really short, it won't let you build the road because it's too short and such. You get complaints like that. That's a technique I use to get rid of that. Nope. That's a nope. That's a nope. Creating another intersection is a bad idea, I think. Yeah, we just won't be having a road down there. We'll see if we can fit like a monument or something in there. Once we get there, at least. Because currently we're not getting close to unlocking any of the new cool monuments. We might have gotten close with our death wave to this one. Having 2,000 abandoned buildings in the city. Yeah, I really don't like how some of the monuments you can only unlock by destroying half of your city, letting it deprive to shit and such. I'm like, kind of, come on, give me a chance of doing this legit as well. by doing a good job. Let me unlock everything by doing a good job. Good, while we wait for the city to recover a bit more, we're gonna have a look at our intersections to see if they're not all too busy. Well, of course we're not on full population right now, so this isn't full load for the intersections, but we're just gonna do a little bit of a checkup to see if traffic isn't blocking up somewhere. No, I think for most big intersections we're doing quite fine right now. Let's see, and trains, look at this mess. Look at this mess, like there's like a whole line of even the both sides of the railway are like clogged up with trains over here. Yeah, what I would like to do is like have this go down here and just connect up here as well, but that's not really possible right now. What I could do, this might be too little space, or something like this. Have this come down and then join it up all the way over here. Or that's too steep for going under the water. Yeah. It's kind of a detour. I have no clue if it's going to work even. Something like this. Then we'll have it go straight all the way up here. And then we'll be joining it up. And hopefully the game, yes, it did it normally, like it didn't create have it go up and down and such and make it really ugly. And let's see, are the trains down here? Well, what we might even do is do this. I'm sorry, trains. Let's see if they take this way as well right now. Oh wait, they can only come from one direction then, at the moment. So we're gonna have to page down once again. And have this connect up here. Oh, come on, game. Like this is what I meant earlier on. Something like this, and then join it up here. Good. Let's just check if this train station is still accessible then. Because currently I don't see any trains appearing. What the hell? This train turned right here and just disappeared. Oh, because the game probably already programmed the route for the train and then the route disappeared and then the game was like, what the fuck do I do from here on? I'm just gonna let the train disappear. Cool story. Let's just wait for our first train to go down here. Because at the moment they're all just passing this point. And they're still stuck in traffic down there. Yep, there's one going down there. So they have found the route at least. That means we can delete this down here. And perhaps we can, yeah, start filling up some of this area as well. Because there's quite a lot of wasted space right now, I think. We might change the location of the station down here. We might have it along the waterfront right here, and so we can have some industry in here as well. I think our population is back to normal where we were right before the episode. The demand has risen once again. There's demand for shops, demand for houses. I think this area down here can be housing, but what that does mean that we are probably going to have to upgrade this highway down here to the ones with sound barriers. So while we're at it, let's do that. A 3-lane highway with sound barrier. Yeah, the other side of the road, I've upgraded that to like a higher capacity road, but the higher capacity ones are not available in a version with sound barriers. So I'm gonna keep that as it is and just gonna upgrade this side of the road for now. Cool. Yeah, that's all connected up. We can have some shops. That can be this area, as it's planned to be. And then over here we can have like housing. Yeah, I kind of don't want it to be along the main road over there. Something like this. And let's see how we are doing for coverage as well then. Yeah, there's like no coverage for death care in any way, so place one of them down. Hospital coverage is very bad as well, so having a hospital along the main road over here isn't a bad thing either. Coverage for fire department and police is quite good. We only need like a little police station over here to just to cover this bit of road. Yep, that got it all covered. And then we need schools. So having an elementary school in here, like right next to the hospital clinic, and a high school somewhere in here wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be a bad thing either. Across the road from the high school we'll have a little athletics track, and this should all be, it's all connected up to power right now. Cool. And I think that area should develop itself quite nicely right now. Yeah, I think we did a lot this episode. We managed to build a whole of this area. We cleared some of the train problems over here. As you can see, there's like no longer there's a hold up for all the trains. We got rid of the problem of all the people dying in the city. That's quite noteworthy as well. But so yeah, I think I'm going to end the episode right over there. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back next time. Goodbye, everybody.